and diagnose and treat patients more precisely. Energy powers the world. We safeguard energy production. Our intelligent data infrastructure supports plug-and-play and cloud-based O&M, alleviating the safety concerns regarding your most remote plants. For the financial industry, data flows can provide strong momentum. Our intelligent data infrastructure adopts a converged architecture and can help you control risks in real time and target your marketing efforts with enhanced agility, efficiency, and intelligence. Sounding the opening chorus of the next movement of the Industrial Revolution, the era of smart manufacturing. Our intelligent data fully connected world, now coming to you.
Two years of volunteer teaching have been far harder than she ever imagined. But she always tells herself to stay true to her dream of guiding students into a bigger world outside. As a nurse, she rushes among wards and walks more than 30,000 steps every day. Yet, she still sees innumerable anxious faces waiting. The world's sweetest apples are grown here. But outdated and costly transaction methods and lack of planting and logistics funds make it impossible to get the best returns from such rich resources. He has worked in the mine for years. Throughout his career, he's been accompanied by dirt, darkness, and danger. But as a dad, he always says to his family, "Don't worry. I'm the luckiest person in the world." In 2020, the world changed dramatically. With one peer after another rising to challenges, he feels a strong sense of urgency.
有一天我想，为什么不能让世界先走进大山呢？
I wish we could slow down and have fewer patients waiting.
只需要对一点计划，给人带领全村走出一条不一样的路。
How can we let traditional manufacturing reap the benefits of technology?
我想让世界上每一个爸爸都变成幸运的人。
We listen and hear each voice in every industry, every business, every person, and we make each voice special through our intelligent cloud network tailored to each industry. Education Cloud Network is bridging the digital divide and making educational equality a reality. Healthcare Cloud Network is watching over patients around the clock like never before. Financial Cloud Network is opening up all new paths to prosperity, unimaginable to prior generations. Mining Cloud Network is securing every corner of mining sites, even previously untouched zones. Manufacturing Cloud Network is tackling the industrial dilemmas that remained unsolved in the industrial era. Listen to these extraordinary voices, filled with yearning, care, duty, and dreams. These are the voices cheering on the Intelligent Cloud Network, a platform that makes dreams a reality and is reshaping the future of all industries.
高43动拐次下升线，广州至南。
customs authorities on 5G-enabled, innovative, intelligent inspection solutions for smart customs. We also help ports build intelligent campuses, making management more secure and scheduling more efficient. Through joint innovation with financial institutions and industry partners, Huawei has become a trusted strategic partner for the digital transformation of the finance industry. In transport industries, Huawei works with partners worldwide to develop scenario-specific solutions for smart road, aviation, and urban rails, advancing digitalization. Huawei is paving a digital path to carbon neutrality. We are developing solutions for intelligent electricity, oil and gas fields, and mining to help build green, low-carbon, intelligent, and modern energy systems. In manufacturing, we use technologies such as connectivity and cloud computing to achieve digital and intelligent business operations. We strive toward educational equity, accelerating innovation in teaching and scientific research.
Esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and welcome to Huawei Connect 2022 Dubai. My name is Ibtihal and I have the absolute honor and privilege to be your host for the day. We're here today in Dubai to connect you, ladies and gentlemen, the greatest of minds, the visionaries, the business leaders, to harness the full potential of technology to accelerate our path to success. The theme of today's keynote is innovative infrastructure to unleash digital. We have gathered industry thought leaders, technology experts, pioneering enterprises, and partner ecosystems, all to discuss how to unleash digital potential to solve real-world issues facing governments and enterprises. Now, are you ready to explore where the industry is heading? Then please join me in welcoming President of Huawei Middle East and Africa, Mr. Stephen Yee.
Dear guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Thank you for joining us. It's my great pleasure to see you all at the Huawei Connect 2022 Dubai. Huawei Connect is an annual event for the global ICT industry where we discuss best practices and explore new paths to shared success. The UAE is leading the digital transformation and has become one of the top international digital hubs. We are honored to hold this event in Dubai to explore how we can unleash digital. We have observed two trends that highlight the importance of digital. Over the past 2 years, the global GDP growth has fluctuated greatly, caused by many uncertainties, such as the COVID pandemic. However, the digital economy has remained stronger, growing 15.6% year-on-year in 2021. Such growth is driven primarily by the industry's urgent demand for advanced digital technology to improve productivity, achieve industrial evolution, and promote economical development. When it comes to supply, new technologies such as big data, cloud computing, artificial intelligence, and 5G are maturing faster to meet such demand. For example, AI now outperforms people in many fields, including natural language processing and machine vision. Also, cloud adoption is accelerating. By 2025, 85% of the world enterprises would adopt a cloud-first strategy. In addition, connectivity is moving towards 5.5G in all areas, where we see innovation in wireless, fixed, and more. Therefore, we believe it's time to talk about unleashing digital and how we further promote digital transformation. First, there's a continuous need to strengthen the digital infrastructure. Today, both late starters and early adopters expect more from connectivity and computing. As a result, we are leading the evolution towards 5.5G era that will significantly boost network capacity, ensure ubiquitous 10 gigabit speeds, and meet industrial demand for reliable, lower latency connections. For instance, Dubai's World of Tomorrow, Creek Harbor, built an all-optical 10 gigabit network. Second, enterprises need to make the most of the cloud and achieve leapfrog development. In the past, the cloud infrastructure was mainly used for elastic computing resources. However, modern cloud solutions can offer so much more. To deliver the most advanced technology as a service, we provide AI development, data governance, software development, digital content, and in-depth consulting services. This will help enterprises to leap ahead using digitalization and intelligence. Third, stronger local digital ecosystems are vital to supporting digital transformation. We are working to promote open collaboration and shared success across localized digital ecosystems. In particular, we are helping our partners build their digital portfolios, cultivating a new generation of digital talents and supporting SMEs. In the Middle East and Africa, we have already worked with 4,000 partners, built 800 plus ICT academies, and trained more than 300,000 ICT talents, and 90,000 of which have already obtained Huawei's ICT certifications. Finally, as the world goes digital, there's so much potential out there, and there will be a lot of opportunities ahead of us. But if we work together, we can grow together, and together we can grow stronger. I would like to share a quote from His Highness, Vice President and Prime Minister of UAE, We are at the start of the road to our vision, for every peak we reach overlooks the next. Only those who thrive to achieve are on top. Thank you so much.
I don't know about you, ladies and gentlemen, but I found that speech absolutely riveting, and I'm even more excited for today's agenda, aren't you? Well, we're all here today thriving for digital transformation. But as Mr. Stephen E. mentioned, for that to happen, the need for stronger local digital ecosystem and digital infrastructure is absolutely vital for our success. Now, Huawei helps governments and enterprises to find the right technology for the right scenario through industry evolution and infrastructure digitalization. But what measures has Huawei taken? And what are Huawei's offerings? To answer us all these questions, joining us through video, rotating chairman of Huawei, Mr. Ken Hu.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Huawei Connect 2022, and thanks for joining us. All over the world, digital transformation is in the fast lane. All industries are turning to digital technology to boost resilience and productivity, and to reinvent their business models. The digital revolution is speeding up. The demand is there, and so are the technologies. From a demand perspective, because of the pandemic and dramatic shifts in the global economy, there is an urgent need for industries to recover and upgrade. Going digital is clearly the right choice. Over the past 2 years, GDP growth has been unstable. However, only the digital economy has seen consistent growth on a global scale, more than 15% in 2021. On the technology side, broadband networks, cloud, and AI are more than ready to meet demand. Applications like autonomous driving, remote controls, and AI inspection are already creating real value in domains like ports, manufacturing, and energy. The world is unleashing digital productivity, and it is happening right now. Of course, different countries and organizations are at different stages of their digital transformation. But no matter what stage they're at, they all face some common challenges. The first is digital infrastructure. Network penetration, cloud adoption, and accessible computing resources are major pain points for organizations just starting out. But for more advanced organizations, industrial scenarios require critical improvements in computing power, as well as network capacity, bandwidth, and latency. Second, introducing new technology to industrial scenarios is not easy. There are not enough ready-to-use solutions, and all industries have a real lack of experience and digital talent. Take AI, for example. Some seaports are using AI to automate scheduling. This generates huge gains in productivity. But implementation is not easy. They need to set up their own IT infrastructure and development environments. And they also need a large team of experts to develop applications, which typically take around 3 to 6 months. The time and cost are major barriers for most organizations. Application development is the third major challenge. According to IDC, by 2024, over 500 million digital apps and services will be developed on the cloud. That's more than all of the applications developed in the past 40 years. Traditional development processes are not enough to meet these needs. These are the common challenges that we need to deal with. We can work together to break through these bottlenecks in 3 areas: boosting digital infrastructure, making the most of cloud, and building a stronger digital ecosystem. Let me share some more details. Digital infrastructure is the foundation of digital transformation. In particular, connectivity and computing infrastructure are 2 key pillars, and they both need upgrades. For connectivity, network technology needs to support billions of connections for industrial IoT networks. Networks also need to support 10 times the current bandwidth, microsecond level latency, and industrial-grade reliability. At Huawei, we are actively working with our industrial partners on 5.5G, the next generation of 5G technology, both in fixed and wireless domains. Our goal is to greatly boost network capacity, ensure ubiquitous 10 gigabit speeds, and meet industrial demand for reliable, low-latency connections. As for computing, the world is experiencing explosive demand for computing power. By 2030, general-purpose computing power needs to grow by 10 times, and AI computing power by 500 times. This is a huge gap. To meet future demand, we're working hard to build stronger infrastructure for diversified computing, including better coordination between cloud, edge, and devices. At the same time, we're driving new innovations in computing architecture and holistic system performance to boost overall performance and efficiency. There's no question that cloud is the way for the future. By 2025, more than 85% organizations will adopt a cloud-first strategy. But for most organizations, especially SMEs, the value of cloud tends to stop at traditional benefits like flexible infrastructure and resources. However, modern cloud solutions can offer so much more. At Huawei, we are doing what we can to help organizations go beyond simple cloud adoption and truly make the most of cloud. To deliver the most advanced technology as a service, we provide 4 pipelines for AI development, data governance, software development, and digital content. We also offer in-depth consulting services to help our customers get the most value from the cloud-based technology and resources. Let me share a few examples. The first is a major hospital in Xi'an, China, with Huawei's pre-trained AI models. They are greatly speeding up the pharmaceutical R&D processes. In the past, it took years to identify lead compounds that form the basis of new medicines. And now they can do the same work in about 1 month with the help of AI. Let's take a look.
Loctilio being discovered an entirely new way to
a powerful new antibiotic.
It's called Drug X.
This is the molecular structure of Drug X. It's designed to prevent bacterial cell division, so even the most resistant strains of bacteria will eventually die out. Drug X is likely to be the world's first new class of antibiotics in 40 years. Developing new drugs takes billions of dollars and upwards of 10 years. Discovering lead compounds alone takes about 3 to 5 years. We have to screen millions of small molecules to find out one that might work. It's an extremely iterative process, where even the slightest mistake can end the whole project. Only about 10 to 15% of the new drugs actually can make through the R&D process. Huawei Cloud has completely changed the game. We can use the powerful AI models to filter, predict, and score hundreds of millions of small molecules right in the cloud. Molecules with the high scores are sent out for experimental validation. Using this model, we were able to speed up the process from several years to only 1 month and cut the R&D cost by 70%. The implications for the new drug development are astonishing. As the AI helps accelerate pharmaceutical R&D, we were able to develop new drugs faster and ultimately help more people.
We've also seen some incredible results in the finance sector. The Green Link Digital Bank in Singapore is a new type of bank that provides digital banking services. For traditional banks, setting up their core infrastructure can take 2 to 3 years. Using cloud-native development services, Green Link fully developed their banking system and services in less than 1 year. With shorter development cycles, they can also react quickly to new customer needs. That's our focus with cloud. Not just helping businesses use it, but helping them make the most of it for leapfrog development. Right now, we provide more than 240 cloud services and over 50,000 APIs to help enterprises take full advantage of new technology, whenever and wherever they need it. To close, I would like to talk about ecosystem. At Huawei, we are working to promote open collaboration and shared success across the ecosystem with 3 focuses: helping our partners build digital portfolios, cultivating digital talent, and supporting SMEs. We work with local ecosystem partners to create in-depth development plans and provide them with the expertise and resources to build their own solutions. This includes a wide range of support for marketing, sales, and operations. We grow together and succeed together. We're also working closely with the broader digital ecosystem to cultivate new talent. For startups, we provide a number of resources to help them use cloud with lower cost. Over the next 3 years, we will provide cost optimization guidance, technical support, management training, and go-to-market resources for more than 10,000 global startups. We want to help make cloud adoption as easy as possible so startups can focus on growing their core businesses. Ladies and gentlemen, as the world goes digital, there's so much potential out there, and we can work together to unleash it. If we can work together, we can grow together. And together, we can grow stronger.
Indeed, as Mr. Ken said, going digital is clearly the right choice. The demand is there, and so is the technology to make that happen. Well, more of Huawei's innovations next. Huawei's innovative digital infrastructure for an accelerated digital transformation. Please join me in welcoming Vice President of Huawei Enterprise Business Group, Mr. Bob Chen.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Welcome to join the Huawei Connect 2022 in Dubai. We know the importance of a strong digital infrastructure in enabling digital economy. We know that during the industrial age, hand tools were replaced by machines. Today, as AI technology evolves, we are entering the 4th industry revolution. We are entering the fourth, the industry revolution. And you know, the office tasks are starting to be replaced by machines. We can see this in intelligent optical inspection, real-time translation, and intelligent scheduling, and so on. Indeed, the whole interpretation of AI enable will play a vital role in creating wealth. Enterprise need to stay competitive for this protection, and even for a country to develop its in digital economy. Digitalization is changing retail industries. Let's look at the example of ports. Currently, 98% of the crane operations are done manually. In the past, a crane operator would climb up to 40 meters and work in a very, very small space for 8 hours a day. They would go hours with little eating or drinking, or because of the going to a bathroom is troublesome. Today, the HD video and equipment status information can be backhauled over F5G. One operator can operate 6 cranes at once from a comfortable office 100 kilometers away. As a result, their production has gone through the roof. Horizontal transport is a key part of port production, which requires 24/7 operations. In the past, drivers of the internal counter trucks would work 3 shifts. Tiredness driving often causes traffic accidents. But today, intelligent driving technology has making all-day operation possible. The packing cost of a large ship is $150,000 US per day. This means that good port planning is essential. In the past, when the arrival time of ship changed during the weather, the adjustment will take up to 24 hours. Today, digital planning platform is used. After the digital planning platform is used, and that time has been cut to less than 10 minutes. In the past, the industry revolution unleashed the homing from the manual labor. But today, the digital transformation will unleash the homings from the mental labor. And in the past, the industry economy was driven by oil. But today, the digital economy is driven by data. In the past, machines did the physical work only. But today, the machines are learning to talk and think. They will be driven not just by oil, but more importantly, by data. Data is the core of the digital transformation. In the industry era, 90 million barrels of oil are consumed every day. This oil is drawn out, transported, stored, refined, and eventually used by powered machines. In the digitalization era, 100 EB data is generated every day. the data is ingested, transmitted, stored, and analyzed. Then it can be used for digitalization. Huawei proposes full-stack product and product portfolios for the data processing, include data ingestion, transmission, storage, and analysis product. Our data ingestion product, including optic sensor, fiber optic sensors, and either hub board. We have transmission products like Cloud Engine series switches and optics series optical networks. Others include Ocean Store series storage products and computing products such as Kunpeng and Asset Service. In addition, Huawei can provide Huawei Cloud solutions to enable data application and AI. Next, I am glad to introduce two of our flagship products. The first one is the Cloud Engine S8700. It is a modular switch with ultra-high densities for the offices, hotels, and stadiums. With a hybrid optical electrical cable, it supports 60-watt PoE++ power supply at long distance of 300 meters. This product can simplify the traditional three-layer network architecture into 2 layers, reduce the number of the ELV rooms, and reduce network construction TCO. The second one is the Ocean Store storage. For high-performance computing, big data, and massive backup scenarios, Huawei Ocean Store Pacific scale-out storage uses converged index technology to achieve the industry-leading lossless and multiple protocol interworking. So a single storage system can host multiple workloads. As digital transformation takes place, customers are needing more than a single product. In the past, customers would have to purchase many types of products and integration them on site. Repeated commission were required. Today, we propose 4 types of product portfolio solutions: data center, digital site, campus, and WAN. Our pre-integration of the typical configuration helps customers building ICT infrastructure more efficiently. Here, I will use the example of digital sites. In cities, video security, IoT gateway, and communication devices need to be deployed on poles. In the past, after devices were purchased from the different vendors, it will take many days to deploy and commission them. What's worse, the maintenance responsibility matrix was unclear. Today, smart pole site is pre-integrated and can be delivered in a one-stop manner. Also, the pole site can be maintained as a whole reduce the construction and operational cost. In remote areas, such as reservoirs and forests, access to power is limited, and the network deployment is difficult. For this, Huawei provides one-stop remote monitor pole sites, which are also pre-integrated. So that site uses microwave and Wi-Fi 6 backhaul, low power consumption, and solar energy storage technology to ensure the reliable services without wired communication or power networks. A part of this, in a few scenarios, Huawei works with our partners to provide power scenario-based solutions, such as smart gas station, intelligent inspection of power transmission lines. This helps the customers improve their product efficiency and experience. Take a gas station as an example. In the past, the security monitor depended on the works, but today, smart gas stations deploy unattended security monitoring and contactless payment. To better support digital transformation for customers, Huawei works with our partners to build in 3 types of capabilities. The first is consulting and planning, and the second is product expertise, and the third is solution deployment. They empower our customers in top-layer design, technology integration, and solution deployment. Huawei supports our partners on enablement, platform, funding, and talent. Every year, we train more than 60,000 people and develop more than 1,000 solutions with our customers through Huawei Open Labs. Over the next 3 years, Huawei will invest $300 million to support our partners and train more talent. I would like to thank you, all of our customers and partners who have stood side by side with Huawei all these years. Thanks to your support, our revenue from the enterprise business reached $8.17 billion in the first half of this year, a rise of 23% over 2021. Huawei's innovation are well recognized in many industries. Our data communications products have been named Gartner Customer Choice for 10 times in the past 3 years. Our optical transmission and access products rank #1 in the market share for 13 straight years. And our storage products have been leading in the Gartner Magic Quadrant for 6 years. And the Huawei Cloud is among the world top 5 clouds. Well, that's brought me to the end of my talk. Ladies and gentlemen, data is at the core of the digital transformation. And data ingestion, transmission, storage, and analysis are key steps. Huawei proposes the full-stack product and the production portfolios to support the end-to-end data precision, accelerating customers' digital transformation. Thank you very much for your listening. Thank you. Enjoy Huawei Connect in Dubai. Thank you.
Another big round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Chin. What an excellent speech. Clearly, data is at the core of digital transformation, and Huawei provides full-stack products to support end-to-end data transformation. Now, for that matter, Huawei as well provides and is bringing more innovative and advanced technologies and solutions to the market, and will launch a couple of them and a series of them right here today in Dubai. Up next, more of Huawei's innovations, the cloud, providing everything as a service to unleash digital. Please join me in welcoming President of Strategy and Industry Development of Huawei Cloud, Mr. Joy Wang.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today, I will discuss how to unleash digital with everything as a service. As Bob mentioned earlier, Huawei Cloud has progressed rapidly over the past year. Gartner ranked us the world 5th in IaaS market by 2021. We couldn't have done this without your support, and our job is to keep innovating to better serve you. In past 6 months, we have released 17 new cloud services. Please join us this afternoon right here for Cloud Summit for more details. Here, I would like to give you a very brief update. Sustainability is very high on our agenda. We build greener infrastructure for better experience. We have rolled out 70 available zones in 27 regions around the world. And we recently launched Indonesia, Ireland, and here we will have new region in Saudi Arabia. At Huawei Cloud, we are always looking for the harmony between tech and nature. So let's check out how Huawei Cloud is devoted to a greener future. Please.
We are always exploring how nature and technology can live together in harmony. Huawei Cloud has deployed a new data center in Guiyang that is efficient, secure, and green. It runs up to 1 million servers, powering a global network, serving customers and partners around the world. Here, we use wind to directly cool the equipment rooms. Natural cool air from outside enters as hot air leaves. With liquid cooling and AI technologies, cooling efficiency has been improved by 5% to 8%, and the power usage effectiveness can get as low as 1.12. The cooling system used in the data center dissipates some of the heat through a nearby waterfall and the surrounding lakes, and recycles the rest for heating in winter. Huawei Cloud is devoted to a greener future.
So another very high priority for us is innovation. So we help our customer to innovate. So let's look at some success stories in different industries first. Please.
Go. Unlock possibilities with Huawei Cloud. Go explore. Infuse intelligence into massive data to spot gene defects. Turn the cloud into the new platform for quantum computing. Go advance. Boost data access at the frontiers of smart manufacturing. Rapidly respond to flight schedule changes for a more efficient airport. Compute mountains of data for precise weather forecast. Go innovate. AI-powered ports make logistics faster and safer. Make real-time inspection a reality for power grids. Boost the city traffic brain for smoother lanes. Monitor waterlogging and sewage for a cleaner, greener city. Go discover. Render futuristic views on the cloud at speeds previously unimagined. Generate disaster pre-warnings underground to safeguard miners. Watch over our Earth by tracking geological and hydrological changes. Go protect. Digitally preserve relics of our civilization for generations to come. Monitor the rainforest and its inhabitants for Mother Nature to flourish. Restore ecosystems and give the desert back its trees with intelligent robots. Go, unlock possibilities.
About innovation, today I would like to focus on 3 points: cloud native, AI, and application modernization. Huawei Cloud is a firm believer in cloud native. We have, as you can see here, we have a full stack of cloud native innovations. But today I would like to introduce 2 new services. CCE Turbo accelerates computing, networking, and scheduling for 40% higher performance and greater scalability. And the UCS supports consistent experience for multi-cloud across-region application management. You develop your application once, you can deploy it anywhere. We believe CCE Turbo and UCS will take cloud native to the next level. For AI, I would like to talk about 3 core technologies: foundation model, knowledge computing, and AI solvers. First, Pangu is our pre-trained foundation model. Pangu CV model helps electric power customer reduce number of models from 20 to 1 with greatly improved recognition accuracy. And the Pangu Wave model makes ocean disaster forecast faster. As Ms. King Hu mentioned, Pangu drug molecule model speeds up drug discovery from several years to just 1 month. And recently we co-developed an Arabic NLP model to understand language better. I think Pangu is becoming the cornerstone for AI innovation. Second, knowledge computing is a huge step forward for combining industry knowledge with AI technologies. By using Huawei Cloud Knowledge Computing, a Hongqi automobile dealer drastically reduced customer wait time and technician training time. In oil and gas industry, our knowledge computing help our customer to identify oil reservoir more precisely and more efficiently. Third, AI solvers combine operation research with AI. Huawei Cloud Optiverse won Global Hand's #1 ranking for solvers last year. Tianjin ports used Optiverse to optimize global scheduling and make better use of all the resources. And Shenzhen Airport used Optiverse to optimize scheduling and boarding efficiency. That saves passengers 2.6 million shuttle trips a year. And we will have more and more digital applications, as King Hu mentioned. But for digital application, modernization is a must. Huawei Cloud provides 4 pipelines to accelerate this practice. DevCloud is one-stop software development pipeline. We added some new features like code check, detects errors right after coding using more than 10,000 security rules, and code test automates massive testing. Data Arts is a new data governance pipeline, and Model Arts is one-stop AI development pipeline. Even beginners can develop AI models of stunning accuracy. And the Meta Studio is a digital content production pipeline. Recently, we added the virtual live and the low latency live. They have been widely used in e-commerce and entertainment. To make the innovation easier and faster, passing on experience is critical. So we have Cool Gallery is our marketplace on Huawei Cloud. It supports more than 7,400 products now. And the MacroWords is an application PaaS platform. I would like to introduce two new services. Cool Message supports rich messages, including smart SMS, 5G messengers, push messengers on smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. And the Cool Search Engine is an intelligent search for enterprise user. It supports more than 50 languages. And driven by AI, it better understands user intent for precise recommendations. And we announced for Huawei Cloud, Go Cloud, Go Global is our ecosystem plan. So this plan supports our partners with capability building, joint solution, and co-marketing. Huawei Cloud has attracted more than 38,000 partners around the world, and we will work closely with more local partners to build robust ecosystem. In a summary, for Huawei Cloud, we hope to unleash digital with everything as a service through greener infrastructure, innovation, and a shared experience. That's all for my sharing. Thank you. Hope you have a nice day. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Toy. What a thrilling ecosystem plan. Clearly, Huawei is committed to provide and create value through technological innovation. However, innovation never stops, and we're here for a treat. For more of Huawei's innovative solutions and advanced technologies. Our next session is about the Intelligent Cloud Network, unleashing industry digital productivity. So without further ado, let's invite on stage Vice President of Huawei Data Communication Product Line, Mr. Leon Wang.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. And my name is Leon. I'm very glad to meet you in this thriving and beautiful city, Dubai. And today, I will introduce about Huawei's newest innovation solutions and products, and show how Huawei helps our customer for their digital transformation. We all know that the digital is a trend, and more countries just pay attention to the digital transformation. For example, for the 2031, the digital UAE, and the Saudi Arabia Vision 2030, and also the South Africa, the NDP 2030, and the digital China. But all these digital transformation of the country just need a flexible and reliable network to support different digital services. The digital transformation can't be achieved in one night. And for different industries, it has different challenge. For example, for the finance industry, for the bank 4.0, now it just uses multi-cloud and hybrid cloud. One of my customers of the big bank, it just have 9 clouds. And 6 of them are private cloud, and 3 of them are public cloud. How to deploy the service across so many clouds is really a challenge. The second is that the public service. And because of the digital transformation for the digital government, it just deploy tens of times of service that in their network for the digital transmission. How to assure all these digital services at the same time is another challenge. For the energy that industry, for the smart grid, now the innovation that the company just to deploy tens of thousands of sensors that in their network to monitor the management of the power and also increase the productivity. We all know that Huawei have released 3 recent solutions of the DATCOM, the Cloud Campus 3.0, the Cloud One 3.0, and also the Cloud Fabric 3.0. And today, I just bring the newest enhanced version of it to make it more easier and more agile and more simplified. First, I will just introduce the Cloud Fabric 3.0, the easy. And just now I mentioned that for the multi-cloud and hybrid cloud, we just bring 3 sub-solutions just to solve the problem. The first is that the AOC solution. Now Huawei just can manage different vendors' equipment at the same time. For example, in our cloud network, we can manage the Cisco switch and the Plato and Fortinet firewall, and also the Huawei equipment at the same time, and to provide a unified network to our customer. The second is that now we can provide a digital map that not only makes the network resource visibility, but also we can integrate the IT resource and the network resource together. And if there's any error happen, you can just solve it with 1 click. The third is that for the easy OADM. And this is for the multi-cloud. Now we can provide the multi-data centralized solution. We can provide the digital service through all the cloud, end to end, and whether it is a virtual network or a physical network. Here I give 2 examples. The first is that one of the big banks that in Latin America, and this customer just used Huawei's Cloud Fabric solution, and now it can just provide more than 400 services every year. More than 1 service 1 day. It is 10 times than before. It is just decreased the TCO about more than 36 million for 3 years. Another example is the South Africa government department. And in past times, because it used a very old 5-channel network, and it has a highway congestion when the people just to access the service of the government. But now it's changed to Huawei's lossless storage network. So the efficiency increased about 58%. Then the second is that Cloud One 3.0, the Agile. And now Huawei for the WAN deployment, we just can provide SRv6 to deploy the private LAN. It decreased the time for each private LAN from 2 days to 5 minutes. And also, we can just provide the slicing solutions in the WAN that area. So it can support more than 10,000 data services at the same time, and can assure different service SLA. The third is that for the OEM, because we can provide we call the F8 solution, it can really make the WAN network visibility. And then we can see everything and every error that is in the network. I will give another example for the railway company in West Europe. And in past times, it's just used the network for their production, just for the SCADA. And now it must integrate more services that in his network. For example, the SCADA, the HD video, and also Office. It just uses slicing ability solution to just divide all the different services and assure the SLA of it. It just increase the OAM efficiency about 60%. And then the most important one this time is that the Cloud Campus 3.0, the simplified. It includes 4 parts. The first is that the simplified access. And now, more and more companies just deployed Wi-Fi. But in fact, the Wi-Fi has no standard of deployment. So most of the companies' Wi-Fi network is not good enough. Some places are good, some places are bad. But now Huawei just use AI solutions and also the smart antenna just to make 200 megabits anywhere. The second is that simplified architecture. This time, we just gave the time about the one device, one network. We just decrease the 3-layer network into 2-layer. Then it can decrease a lot of network error nodes and also decrease the power consumption. And the third is because more and more companies just pay attention to the multi-cloud and multi-branches. But how to deploy it very quickly is a challenge. Now Huawei uses the Huawei SD-WAN solution. We can deploy a branch within 3 minutes. For the OEM, the automation is very important. And now we can just provide the automation end-to-end with the full life cycle. And also we can provide the proactive the error location. And today, I will just launch 3 newest products for Huawei that come. One is the Wi-Fi 7 AP, the first one all over the world. And the second is the 400G core switches of the campus. The third one is the newest SD-WAN routers. It is just integrated the firewall, the switches, and the router at the same one. Okay, let us see a video. Oh, sorry. And for Huawei, we have deployed our cloud campus solution in so many industries. For example, in the public service, and because more and more the Wi-Fi terminal and also the camera terminal is deployed. And so the PoE is very important ability. And for Huawei now, with our solution, and we can provide the PoE++ ability with 300 meters. We all know that the traditional Ethernet ability for PoE is only 100 millimeters. So it is 3 times than before. And if the customer just want only the PoE+, we can just provide ability about the 1 kilometer PoE solution. Another example is that the healthcare. And for Huawei, just now you can see the Wi-Fi. We have integrated IoT sensors that's in it. It can just to integrate the IoT and the Wi-Fi at the same time to provide a service for our customers. For example, in the hospital, it can just monitor all the patients' status in real time, and it really just decrease the low workload of the nurses and the doctors. For the digital transformation, and we think the next generation network just must have 6 essential factors. And I show it that in the left picture with the 6th angle. And for Huawei, we will also try our best to provide more and more that innovation solutions and products to help our customers succeed in their digital transformation. Thank you, and have a nice day in Dubai.
Thank you, Mr. Leon Wang, for your insights. As we have seen, ladies and gentlemen, Huawei Cloud Network solution has become extremely advanced and intelligent to help enterprises and governments accelerate their digital performance. In addition to data communications, we also have Huawei continuing its innovation in optics. Now, ladies and gentlemen, up next, the F5G evolution, reshaping productivity, industry productivity. Please join me in welcoming Vice President of Huawei Optical Business Product Line, Mr. Kim Jin.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Warmly welcome to you all. The presentation I will make today is F5G evolution, reshape industry productivity. I think everyone knows 5G, but what is F5G? F5G is a 5th generation fixed network designed and released by ETSI in 2020. Just like the famous triangle of 5G, F5G also defines a triangle, EFBB, FFC, and GRE. As fiber can provide almost unlimited bandwidth and much more stable connection based on different features of air and fiber. As transmission media, 5G is mainly used in mobile scenarios, such as mobile phone and drone, while F5G is mainly used fixed scenarios, requiring large bandwidth or stable connection, such as home, office, and factory. In a single word, 5G is a network in the sky, while F5G is a network on the ground. To have further understanding of F5G, let's watch a video from Dr. Frank Effenberg, Vice Chair of the ETSI ISD of F5G, one of the founders of the F5G. Please play the video.
The F5G ISG, which is the Fixed Fifth Generation Industry Specification Group, was initiated by the European Telecommunications Standards Institute, or ETSI, in 2020. Its mission is to promote and enable fiber everything to everywhere. Fixed 5G has been widely used in the communication industry. In 2021, there were over 100 million new fiber users in the world. And the number of gigabit broadband subscribers reached 60 million. Now, F5G is entering a variety of industries and is accelerating digital transformation. Meanwhile, F5G poses higher requirements on optical technologies. For example, machine vision in manufacturing applications requires high bandwidth and low latency. Smart grids require very reliable and secure networks. These applications are continuing the evolution of 5G standards. I believe that fifth generation networks will become critical infrastructure for the digital transformation of the future. And we look forward to working with many stakeholders to promote fixed 5G evolution based on the ISG F5G platform and create more value for the industry digitization.
Okay, as Dr. Effenberg said, 5G has been widely used and well accepted by the operators and industry markets. Based on 5G, Huawei has launched FTTO, FTDM, and NHP solution for industry market. And these solutions had been widely deployed globally. And 5G is also evolving from triangle to hexagon to explore more application scenarios to reshape the industry productivity. The added 3 angles. The first one is granular optical network. The second one is real-time resilient link. And the last one is optical sensing and realization. Recently, ETSI released the 5G Advanced white paper adopting these ideas. Now, I will introduce the application in detail. First of all, in the green campus scenarios, the 5G P2MP architecture reduces the optical module amount by 50% comparing to traditional P2P solution. In addition, the passive optical components replace the active devices by more than 40% on the network. This will reduce the power consumption and the fire risk of the campus network. Dubai's Creek Harbor is very famous here. Has 550 hectare lands used for commercial, retail, and residential purposes. Compared to traditional solution, 5G reduces carbon emission by 62 tons annually. In the electric power industry, 5G provides end-to-end native hard pipe to realize 100% physical isolation for different services to ensure the high security of electric power services. We define physical isolation based on TDM and wavelength technology as NHP and extend NHP to access part of the network. The ASON and duplicate network architecture can protect multi-fiber and equipment bricks to provide 6 nines availability, ensuring stable and reliable operation of power grids. CIMIC is the largest power distribution company in Brazil, providing power services for 8.6 million population. A 5G on the barrier network helps SMIC to reduce the power outage time by 15%. In the pipeline corridor scenarios, a 5G technology transforms the normal optical fibers into long-distance passive sensors to improve efficiency of pipeline inspection. Huawei has more than 15 years experience on ODSP technology integrated into the hardware to ensure zero missing report of any events. The intelligent sensing algorithm ensures that the reporting accuracy for events exceeds 97%, highest in industry. In China, Huawei EF3000 fiber sensor optical fiber sensing device help Shandong Jihua Gas to improve the pipeline inspection efficiency by more than 90% through 24/7 real-time online inspection. Moreover, in the Pipe China Group's benchmark test, Huawei EF3000 performance is stably #1, far ahead of competing products. In addition, through the software algorithm upgrade, the optical fiber sensing technology can be applied to protect key areas such as airport, railway, and large campus to ensure high safety. I believe that more and more application-based innovations will emerge, such as fiber can also detect temperature and stress. Optical upstream can be used to detect different gas. I believe that a 5G will create a huge market space in various markets. But this requires the cooperation of all parties in the industry chain to build a healthy ecosystem. Huawei is willing to contribute the innovative technologies on optical. The F in F5G means fixed, fiber, and future. Let's work together to create a brilliant future to reshape the industry productivity. Thanks for your listening. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jin. As 5G continues to evolve, we can reimagine and reshape industry productivity. Up next, ladies and gentlemen, we will learn how with Huawei's data-centric trustworthy storage foundation, you can build digital success. I'd like to invite on stage Vice President of Huawei IT product line, Mr. Yidong Wang.
Hello, everyone. This is Yidong. Welcome to Huawei Connect. I will start with the topic of building a data-centric, trustworthy foundations for diverse applications. You know, data is essential for digital transformations. Let's look at the case of oil and gas exploration. As we know, oil and gas exploration, just like a CT scan of the Earth, 700 gigabytes will be generated with scaling 1 square kilometers area. But however, we need to allocate 10 times storage capacity to fulfill the data processing by involving up to 400 software modules. So storage plays a very important role in oil exploration. The more data is processed, the greater chance to find oil. Digitalization happens globally. Data storage faces the following 4 changes. First, from conventional database to distributed database, big data, and AI applications. New data applications are continuously created. Next, data is getting hotter and hotter. Much faster real-time data processing is needed. Take a mobile banking as an example to quickly identify the transaction risks. We need to analyze both real-time and historical transactions behaviors. What's more, natural disaster and virus attack cause damage on data sets and economical loss. For example, a financial company had paid the hackers $40 million after a ransomware attack. Therefore, the digital resilience is very important. And the data storage is the last line of your protection to prevent this natural and human-caused damage. Furthermore, storing 1 terabyte data will consume 300 kilowatt hours per year. So green storage is a must for low carbon. So we need to embrace these changes to build a data-centric, trustworthy storage foundation for these diverse applications. Here is the 4-layer architecture of the data-centric storage system. We have series of storage products for various applications, including Ocean Dorado or flash storage, Ocean Pacific scaled storage, Ocean Protect backup storage, and Hyper Infrastructure Fusion Cube to help you build your storage data functions what you need. We also make the data management engine, called DME, more intelligent to implement automatic storage management. Huawei Storage also supports standard APIs to make sure you can connect to the multiple cloud environment. Above, the application acceleration engine will make sure your applications can have much better performance cooperation with our data storage. In the following slides, I will use 6 scenarios to explain how these systems works. The first scenario is production and transactions, which include core banking, billing system of carriers, and so on. Our Ocean Store Dorado provides both SAN and NAS capabilities with top reliability and performance, which have been proven by thousands of customers worldwide. Particularly, the NAS features can fulfill the complicated workload with best performance and efficiency. The second scenario is the data analysis. For example, big data, HPC, and so on. In these scenarios, the Ocean Store Pacific scale-out storage can adapt to various workloads with high OPS, high bandwidth, small I/O, and large I/O. On the other hand, it also can support various data protocols, including NFS, CIFS, HDFS, and S3, just in one equipment. For example, in a university, researchers use Ocean Store Pacific for their simulations. The job now have been finished in 4 days instead of the 3 months before. So let's watch a video to learn more about Ocean Store Pacific. Next, let's talk about the data protection. Data protection is very important. About disaster recovery, Huawei provides the 3 data center disaster recovery solutions and can up to 12 data center DR solutions for archive and electronic image scenario in back industry. The second, about the backup. Ocean Protect provides up to 155 terabyte per hour backup performance and 172 terabyte per hour recovery performance. Also, 72-to-1 data reduction ratio help you reduce customers' investments. To protect against the ransomware, Huawei provides a storage solution that combines primary and backup storage. We use the machine learning models to detect ransomware. Next is about operations and maintenance. You know, the traditional operation and maintenance is time-consumed and labor-intensive. Our DME frees operation and maintenance personnel from complicated tasks, so they can focus on the innovative works more. Also, DME can predict disk faults and performance 14 days in advance, and capacity 90 days in advance. In one financial case, the numbers of software shoots decreased from 3 to 1, just one software. And only need one person is needed to attend the change operations, just one person. It's very automatic. Next is nowadays, the container technology is gaining more popularity. For containerized applications, Ocean Dorado uses CSI plugins to support Kubernetes and support high concurrency resource deployment to improve the efficiency by 30%. Also, to facilitate the resource sharing, Ocean Dorado NAS decoupled containerized applications from storage, allows multiple container nodes to read and write the same file system, and support faster expansion of container nodes. Okay, last scenario is about multi-cloud environment. Now, more and more enterprises realize that having a combination of public and private multi-cloud is the best choice for cloud transformation. Enterprises should build a multi-cloud architecture with sharing centralized data storage, so they can support application deployment across clouds and data mobility between clouds. Storage vendor can deploy their storage on a public cloud platform as an appliance or software-only model. Huawei is working hard to build a data management platform to support unified operation and maintenance view, unified data flow scheduling that enables data could be stored in the optimal location at float on demand. Okay, we are in an era of data explosion. Huawei Data Storage is committed to build a data-centric, trustworthy storage foundation for diverse applications to unleash the power of data-driven productivities. This is the end of my speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wang. As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, building an advanced data storage system is important, but building a secure and trustworthy one is even more important. We can see our start towards digital transformation has only began, but we can say that our start is indeed successful. There are many prime examples of digital transformation, and present with us on stage today, many of these success stories. First of them is the Saudi electricity company. I'd like to take the opportunity to invite on stage Engineering Vice President of the National Grid of Saudi Arabia, Mr. Mutlaq Nasser Al-Atabi.
السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start my presentation, let me say something in this regard. I'm very happy to stand here in front of such great people. I'm looking to deliver my message in very clear manner in order to suit and meet your valuable expectation. Now I'll back to my presentation. My name is Mutlaq Al-Ataybi. I'm working for National Grid Saudi Arabia. This is one of Saudi electricity company, subsidiaries company. National Grid Saudi Arabia owning a lot of transmission assets. We are responsible to asset operation and maintenance. My current position is engineering vice president. My recent position is grid maintenance vice president. Now, if you allow me, I will share with you our thoughts, some of our thoughts with respect to our digital transformation strategy within National Grid. Not now, but in the previous years, and a few years ago, we sit as executive management in National Grid Saudi Arabia and realize that world going digital. And we realize the reflection of digital transformation in our business. Our business, CapEx, OpEx, and steering KPIs. We did some assessment for the available technology within our assets, which controlling, monitoring, and protecting our assets. So based on that, we set our strategy, and we set our vision, and we built our strategy. Now, I'll back to digital transformation. Digital transformation is the future. Now, because there is a huge impact on digital transformation in the business. Every enterprise must think about what digital transformation is. What is the driver related to digital transformation? Also, what is the key trend related to digital transformation? For the definition of digital transformation, it is nothing but integration between your available technology and solution in order to have a dashboard or anything to help you, to enable you to control your asset and operate your asset in an efficient way. Regarding the drivers of the digital transformation, it should begin with a problem. You should know your issue. You should know your problem and your opportunity, the available technology within your business, as well as your goal or your vision. So those things need to be fully aware by the business owner or the enterprises. Regarding the key trends, there is a lot of key trends with respect to the digital transformation. I have selected some of them here. The first one, the trend related to business resilience and sustainability. The other one, how to use the cloud to enable innovation. The third one, AI-fueled innovation of business processes. The last one is increase attention to manage data within your business. You know the importance of the data and how the data, if I utilize it inefficiently, will affect positively my business. Now, I will back to our strategy within National Grid in Saudi Arabia. It can be explored by referring to our asset. You can see here our asset. We have more than 1,200 substations. Also, we have about 92 circular kilometer of transmission line between overhead and underground, in addition to 83 kilometer of fiber optics. Those assets, there is an issue related to those assets. Like, for example, here, the risk or the safety related issue to the asset. I should operate the asset in a safe manner. This is one of the issue or one of the problem which I mentioned so far. The other issue is the cost. The cost of maintaining those assets. The other issue is related to low efficiency of utilizing the data. If you didn't have an efficient system to utilize the data properly, you will face for sure a problem. Now, in order to overcome these issues, we have integrated our current advanced technology, like substation automation system. Most of our substation equipped with substation automation system, and this will give me a source of accurate data if I can communicate properly with the system. Also, I have an asset management, a mature asset management, and an IT solution related to the asset management. This solution will give me the health index of my assets, so my assets will be continuously monitored, and I will take an action at the time of I need, if there is any problem happened to any one of the assets. So, in addition to the SaaS and asset management, there are new initiatives like drones. We have used drones in transmission line inspection, and it is safe a lot because some of our transmission line, I'm talking about overhead line, crossing valleys or passing through mountains, so it is very difficult to maintain those transmission line unless you go for unusual or out of the box of day-to-day job or usual job of the maintenance. Also, our substation equipped with many online monitoring devices. Some devices online, for example, dissolved gas monitoring devices. We have online monitoring, DGA monitoring devices. We have online partial discharge, for example, equipped within our substation. So, based on above, the thing which I mentioned, we have decided to have a digital platform. We name it MISC, stand for Maintenance Intelligence Support Center, to ensure the integration of the new initiative to achieve our defined goal. We defined the goal here in order to, we have to enhance our safety, and we have to enhance our steering KPIs, SAIDI, SAFE, ENS, and the rest of the steering KPIs. Also, enhance our system efficiency. I'm talking cost and anything related to the cost. Now I'll talk a little bit about MISC, or Maintenance Intelligence Support Center. It is a digital platform. It is a hybrid integration platform to break the data barriers. between various sensing and inspection systems. Implement data merging and correlation analysis. Support operation and maintenance staff in decision making and provide closed loop services management. With a hybrid platform, the big data and artificial intelligence technology can be extended according to the requirements of asset management, not only monitoring, diagnosing, fault prediction, but also standardizing operation processes, operation guidelines, multi-party collaborations, digital twin grid, and so on. Actually, not the entire discipline or talent concentrated in one business. In general, we need the support from the others whom owning the knowledge. For this reason, or built on that point, we make a good partnership with Huawei because they own knowledge. We need their services. We have defined our goals. So it is good and right decision from us to go with such valuable partner. What we did with them, it is listed in front of you in the presentation. We work in connectivity, ICT infrastructure, and for a future, we will go for cloud, big data, and AI. At the end of my presentation, I would like to mention one statement, and this is the message which I'm planning to deliver to all of you here. As we mentioned so far, the world goes digital. So the digital transformation within the business, it is not an option. It is not a choice. It is must in order to be comfortable with the future, in order to be related, in order to serve your customer in a way, an efficient way. By this, I concluded my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Mutlaq, for your insights and sharing your success story. It's been inspiring. And now, from Saudi, we travel to Egypt with yet another success story. Please join me in welcoming Assistant Minister of Egypt's Higher Education and Scientific Research, Dr. Hisham Farouk Ali.
Good morning, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It's my honor to be with you today to express or present Egypt success case in higher educations. In Egypt, we look for digital transformation as its many levels, or 4 or 5 levels. The highest one is a digital transformation. And as a digital transformation, we look for it as a tools to serve our clients, which they are the staff of the universities and research centers, the employees and the students. In Egypt, we look for, as a Ministry of Higher Education, for digital transformation as the 3 tracks: educational entities, educational hospitals, and scientific research centers. For the universities, we have many categories, classifications. For universities, we have governmental universities, national universities, technological universities, private universities, and branches for international universities, foreign universities. More than 90 universities we have serve more than 3 million students. Besides that, we have institutes as well. And for the hospitals, we have related to the educational governmental universities, more than 140 hospitals. And for the research centers, we have 11 research centers serve or working inside more than 8,000 researchers. In the digital transformation, we have a short-term aggressive strategy we already applied or running for 2021, combined with the pandemic coverage, and divided it to 6 main tracks, managing a group of projects. The first one is how to look for enhancing the infrastructure. The second is the electronic platforms to serve students and staff. The third is a smart university. The fourth is online educational content. The fifth one is electronic exams, electronic tests. And the last one is smart applications. For the infrastructures, we now penetrated connectivity for all universities, coverage. For the electronic platform in synchronization, or at the same time with the pandemic of Corona, we developed many platforms for electronic or online communication between the staff and student. And in this area, we succeeded to transform directly to online connections between student and staff, and we get the first position as a prize across Africa and Middle East for online services in year 2020 related to pandemic. The third one is a smart university. We developed a standard platform called SURA, Standard University Reference Architectures. It's covering 34 services to be conducted inside universities, like learning management system, like student information system, libraries, hospitalities for the students. And the 34 is a maximum framework, but different from entity to another. For the fourth one, for the electronic content, we converted all materials to be in digital format, and we look for the content, educational content, as a 3 tracks. The classical books to be in the digital format, the virtual lab to be for practical faculties or engineering, medical, and so on, to have a practical experience through virtual reality, metaverse, like these applications, and the interactive books to be interactive for the students to see what's the experiment inside the content. The fifth one, the electronic exam, we can claim that we are one of the leading countries to apply the electronic exam across the country overall to serve the 3 million students across more than 500 faculties. And we succeeded to penetrate all the medical sectors faculties to apply this electronic exam with the new models. Smart applications, because of towards the new cultures for digital era, to have learning management system platform and the student information system, which will be the new systems to be the tools between instructors and the students. These some examples about what KPIs we can measure about what we achieved. Some initiatives like an initiative called Digital Students, which serves the student life in his university life, from access control, e-wallets, libraries, transportation, and so on, and many other KPIs we can see as a measure for our targets. This is some real examples from the electronic exam and the model of the smart universities. And I can add with the full ecosystems representing what we can do in the next steps for our strategy, which is smart application, starting from smart university as a platform, digital infrastructure, digital platforms, and smart application as an interface layer. Another mega projects we can see in a few seconds, which is a hospital information system, how to automate the process of the hospitals, which the first phase from these projects serve 10 million Egyptian citizens across 80 hospitals, to operate the hospital fully automated, and to have a medical health record for the patients as inpatient or outpatient. And this is just a snapshot, fast snapshot about what we can do. And thank you very much for your listening and wishing to have any cooperation in the future. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Hisham Ali. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, we land in Nigeria. Our next speaker will be sharing with us the success story of the Nigeria government digital transformation. He is a core specialist in private, public, and hybrid cloud solutions, infrastructure architecture, and cybersecurity architecture. Please join me in welcoming the CIO of Galaxy Backbone, Mr. Bapajo Beta.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bapajo Beta. I am the Chief Information Officer of Galaxy Backbone Limited. I've been in the IT industry for almost 20 years, and as the host explained, I have been in data center, cybersecurity, and private cloud. I have been involved in projects across North America, the Middle East, in some parts of the Middle East, Eastern Europe, and almost every part of Africa, deploying data centers, private clouds, and security as a service solutions. The presentation I'm about to give is about how we built a unified government cloud network for government in Nigeria. Thank you. So before I get into that, I'd like to talk about our country's profile. So Nigeria is Africa's largest economy. As of 2021, we had a GDP of $440.78 billion. We are the most populous country in Africa. We have a population of about 210 million individuals. We are also a large energy resource country with proven oil reserves of 37.2 billion barrels, second in Africa and 10th in the world. Part of the digital transformation in my country, we considered how Nigeria can be digitalized. So we started discussing about the digital Nigeria and the digital economy. So a digital Nigeria empowers our digital economy by connecting Nigeria through digital inclusion. Digital inclusion, creating 4G, 5G, and fiber optic networks. Digital Nigeria empowers the digital economy in my country by cloudifying Nigeria through the build-out of data centers that would support e-government, the e-Naira, which is our digital currency, and data protection. Through the digital Nigeria and promoting our digital economy, we are lighting up Nigeria through accessibility to affordable energy and digital power for industrialization. As a company, we only handle operations, and in order for the digital economy to be successful, the government had to come in and develop policies, regulations in order to track, control, and also promote digital transformation and the digital economy. So in 2012, the National Broadband Plan was introduced that would cover 2013 and 2018. In 2016, we had our National ICT Roadmap that will cover from 2017 to 2020. Then in 2019, the National Broadband Plan was then revised to cover 2020 to 2025, which included a lot of articles and components that were added to the 2012 edition. The National Digital Economy Policy and Strategy was also introduced, which also provides some sort of blueprint for how the digital economy can be developed in the country. Then the National Cloud Computing Policy was also introduced. Finally, in 2021, the National Policy on 5G networks for the Nigerian digital economy was also introduced. So a bit about my company. Galaxy Backbone is a national shared services provider, which is an integrated ICT services and solutions company. So we are fully owned by government, that's the Nigerian government, and part of our mandate is to drive digital inclusion in the public sector, as well as drive digital inclusion to underserved and unserved communities within the country through things like broadband penetration, build out of data centers, etc. So Galaxy Backbone's vision is to become the leading enabler of digital inclusion in Africa. Our mission is to provide state-of-the-art digital infrastructure and services for digital Nigeria. Our strategic goal is to facilitate Nigeria's e-governance through digital transformation and broadband penetration. So in order to achieve a digital government and to promote the digital economy, we had to undergo several projects that would help prop up our government and provide more value to our citizens. We launched a project called the National ICT Infrastructure Backbone, which is a project that would see in the first phase about 1,482 kilometers of fiber optic backbone traversing the country, crossing several states, and 375 kilometers of metropolitan area network fiber have also been built in that phase. In the second phase, we are currently deploying 3,441 kilometers of fiber optic backbone and 332 kilometers of metropolitan area network fiber optics. So this is under construction. We also have about 117 ELT base stations or sites, 5,940 CPEs, 5,000 Wi-Fi across government ministries, departments, and agencies. We have currently 2 data centers. One is a tier 3 data center housing most of government's data. Then we finished build out of a tier 4 modular data center in another region within the country. We also have a government cloud, which is a cloud that provides EC2-like capabilities for government with full self-service billing, the works, everything you would get in a typical cloud environment like Amazon or Microsoft. We have it running off our data center for government. We have about 100 plus agencies who have chosen Galaxy Backbone as their preferred partner for connectivity and cloud. We are providing about 100 plus applications. We are hosting about 100 plus applications within our environment. We have more than 300 plus virtual machines running large workloads within our data center. Within that, we have about 30 plus industry verticals as well. Our historical partnership with Huawei and Galaxy has spanned almost 16 years. We started off with the first phase of NICTIB, which is the National ICT Infrastructure Backbone, which I spoke about, that we started off by deploying about 1,482 kilometers of backbone all the way to video conferencing. In 2017, towards 2023, we are deploying the phase 2 of the National ICT Infrastructure Backbone, and one of the highlights to this is the 3,441 kilometers of backbone that we are laying, the 2 cloud data centers that we have, and the cloud computing e-government solutions that we have. Also in 2021, in partnership with Huawei, we have deployed the e-government network. So the e-government network supports the entire government communications as well as government applications that run off Galaxy Backbone's network. We provide 2,000 Wi-Fi access across ministries, departments, and agencies of the government, and we also provide 1,450 LAN switches, sorry. So in 2022, we signed an MOU with Huawei at the Mobile World Conference. This MOU came about due to the tenacious nature of the Huawei leadership and the account officers that Huawei has. They devised a way that Galaxy Backbone can further work with Huawei. So this also came about through the capable leadership of our current CEO. Through this, we're about to deploy cloud services that can also be of value to private sector individuals through this MOU. We also have cybersecurity as a service as part of this MOU. We have a state-of-the-art SOC, a security operations center, that is run 24/7, that has solutions such as SOAR, XDR, SIM, all that can be run as a service from our data center. As part of the MOU, we are also going into cloud and cybersecurity capability development for government. Sales enablement is part of it, as well as joint marketing. On behalf of the management and leadership team of Galaxy Backbone, I thank you very much for listening to my presentation.
Thank you, Mr. Bapajo. Thank you for your insights. As we can see, ladies and gentlemen, success, innovation, accelerated performance is achievable and, in fact, a reality. Well, if we work together, we can grow together, and together we can grow stronger. We have to keep in mind that joint innovation is key to empowering the future. And that's why Huawei has long worked with partners in order to provide solutions that meet diverse and complex scenarios in different industries. A big round of applause to welcome President of Partner Development and Management Department under Huawei Enterprise Business Group, Mr. Steven Zhu.
Well, dear my friends, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. It's my great honor to see you guys here. And also, I appreciate very much for this privilege to share some of my opinions. That is, joint innovation, empower the futures. As all we know is that all the industry are seeking the opportunities for the better positions in the coming digital economy. And Huawei is working very hard with the partners to provide the scenario-based solutions to the industry needed. Therefore, we see 3 key capabilities are the key could accelerate the whole journey. The first one is system integrators. Of course, that we did for decades years already. But what's the difference? And Huawei provide more competitive technical foundations that could make out the partners could serve the customer better. And the second one is a solution development, which could evoke really the industry needed know-hows. And while we will provide more agile process and with abundant funds to the skilled partners for the better solution development and also deliver success to the final clients. And the third one is consulting and planning. Huawei is working very hard with the skilled partners to provide various consultants to the final clients who just want to digitize their digital journey and the process, organization, and the business. So with those kind of things to grow and win the business with the partners, and we are going to launch Huawei Empower program, which I think could dramatically improve the capability of our partners. And that is include 4 engines, which is joint innovation platform, enablement, ecosystem, and also the funding. You know that for the joint innovation platform, we have the 10 open labs around the world, and which could develop more than 1,000 scenario-based solutions every year to the industries, to the final clients. And besides the local development, we prefer and also we encourage our partners, I mean the really very skilled, the capable partners, who's willing to go global. And we will give them some hands because we have the open lab around the world, and we can give them some hands, support them. So the purpose is very simple. I just want our clients could get the best solutions, not only from local, but also from the global as well. For the enablement, Huawei is going to restructure the partners, the systems with 3 ones, reshape. And the first one is one framework. That is, we will unify the technologies and the products and industry know-hows, as well as the support for the consulting, planning, and development. Aim at the different roles, the professional roles of the partners. The second one is one plan. So we are working on the single plans could more easier for our partners and even the customers to participate around the world anytime, and which also will equal to the same quality of the Huawei stuffs. And the third one is one platform. This platform, Huawei now is doing the things, is standardizing our enabled contents, and also the hands-on practice platform to provide one-stop enabled services to our partners. Everybody knows that the talent is always the key during the digital innovation. So Huawei always consider the talent ecosystem, to build a talent ecosystem as our core of the strategies, one of the core strategies. So currently we have around over more or less 2,000 ICT academies around the world, and it's going to reach 7,000 in coming 5 years. And among of them, around half, more than half, should be located in Middle East, Africa, and Latin America. Also, with the more than 100 hubs, we will provide almost 1 million ICT professional talents to the industry. You know that will dramatically the robust, the prosperous, the talent ecosystem a lot. So again, Huawei is committed to growing and win together with our partners and serve for the customers in various industries. So we are going to invest at least $300 million US. Of course, we have the top target there, if that is necessary, to the partners in coming 3 years global. So that includes three parts. One is the solution development funds. Second is the capabilities development funds. Third is the marketing development funds. And with those kind of investment also associated with Huawei, I do believe our partners could do the better job to accelerate those kind of the digital journey of the customers much better than before, would be more successful. Well, you know that Huawei has been growing more than 30 years with a partner. So looking ahead, and we are making more effective rulers to make sure all the fulfill our promise and also ensure the part of the benefits. I prefer to use the earn more money for long term. So also improve their capabilities, improve their capabilities to serve the customer better. So our commitment is with partners, for customers, and empower the future. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, Mr. Zhu. Couldn't agree more. It's a win-win situation, and that's what we strive to achieve with our partners. I'd like to ask you to remain on stage, because right now, here on stage, we're going to welcome our partners. And the goal is to launch the Huawei Empower program together. البيئة Infrastructure and Information and Communications Technologies, Algerie Telecom, Bo Telecom, China Soft International, Il Suwaidi Digital, ENSJF SAS, Foresight Technology, Max Vision, Mustafa Sultan Office Technology, Mustec, Nisma Infrastructure and Technology, New Horizon Computer, Nexus, Reddington, Secure Tech, Solutions by STC, Sibel, Traffic Tech, TriSmart, Trust Decision, Wateen, Siam and Dragon Information Technologies Company, Xenox Technologies, Zactical. Let's count down together to launch the Huawei Empower program. 3, 2, 1. Now, let's ring. p.m. sharp. But for now, you can go ahead, mingle, and network, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Thank you.